He does. It's like, why didn't you just go with another black fetch if you have Bloodghast, if you have...
And only 3 Wastelands. I used to always play, like, how many lands is this? 23? That's actually pretty heavy for this kind of deck, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
I used to play 21,
He's also got
23
he's got 4 Dark Rituals as well.
Does he have, like, a long game with Curse Scroll? He's got him in his sideboard, Extraction, Deathmark.
Engineered Plague, Plague Rusalka, Surgical Extraction, no.
Chad Bass on the left with zombies. And then Affinity on the right.
Adam Richie.
Wait, no, I think these are reversed, my friend.
Yeah.
Director.
Like,
Chad Bass is on the right.
Switch those around.
So Adam Richie, it looks like he's casting some stuff. What's that? Memnite, Ornithopter. Most of his hands in play on the first turn. I always want Affinity to be good, in Legacy. Ritual. What do we got here?
Gravecrawler. Bloodghast.
What's his grip look like?
Swamp, Wasteland. Couldn't catch the others.
I mean, if Adam Richie has anything, I think Chad's in trouble. Hand Destruction is terrible against Affinity.
Yeah.
Because their hand is in play so quickly.
I mean, this is turn 2.
Yeah. Is there going to be an activation on this?
There is cranial plating.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like an 8 in. Can he even block? Is there any available blocker?
No, neither of those can block.
And why did he not send in the Memnite? He doesn't
Good question.
know.
He's not thinking about those not blocking. They just can't block.
Yeah, those guys have the special ability of being unable to block.
Yeah.
Yeah, Memnite should have gotten in for an extra point. I mean, unless he's planning to block. I mean, how can you possibly be planning to block against those 2 creatures, though? He's not going to block.
Bloodghast and Gravecrawler into the red zone.
Like, those are the 2 worst creatures you could trade, right? Like,
yeah, they both come back.
In Magic the Gathering.
It's amazing how aggressive, if you close your eye and don't look at the left half of the screen and you're like, dude, turn 1, Gravecrawler, Bloodghast, look how aggressive this this is. And then you look at the other side of the screen and you're like, oh, Affinity just barfed its hand all over the place.
I mean,
it's wild vomit.
It's got to be Bloodghast, right? Yep.
Yeah, so Smallpox eats a swamp and a Bloodghast on Chad's side, and on Adam's side, Seed of the Synod and what else did he lose?
Seed of the Synod and I believe a Memnite.
Okay.
I want Chad to win by 1 so much.
Also, Chad discarded a Wasteland.
Yeah, because he has another Wasteland in his hand.
He's got 2 Wastelands in his hand.
Well, he discarded a Wasteland.
He's got 3. He had all 3 Wastelands. I'm almost positive he has 2 Wastelands in his hand because there's 1 in the graveyard. Right, that's what he discarded the Smallpox, sacrificed the swamp, and is in his hand double Wasteland. It is.
Wow. Yep.
And
attack for
a billion.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, Chad either gets a way to contain. I mean, a Ghastly Demise would probably contain that, right?
Yeah.
He needs to draw like a Ghastly Demise. And it is not.
Scoop 'em up time, yeah. Unfortunate for the zombie deck. Just Affinity did what Affinity does,
Well, I mean, he had no interactions, right? Like he had all anti-lands type stuff, and
yeah, drawing all 3 Wastelands. That's just kind of nuts.
All right, so
he drew more Wastelands than zombies.
So I actually have to look up some of these older cards. Plague Rusalka, is that pretty good against creatures?
I'm gonna look it up too because
I have a sense that's pretty good against small creatures,
Ravnica
right?
block, I remember, wasn't it?
Plague Rusalka? I believe so. So,
yeah,
-1 to a creature, right?
Yield the pack.
That is, if he has mana for it, it's superb against the tiny guys in Affinity. Are we in agreement?
Absolutely.
I think that guy's coming in. I think Manriku Gusari's coming in.
And that just destroys equipment.
It destroys equipment.
Which is
what killed him.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's 3 cards. Artifact creature's not a creature type, is it? Like that you can plague? It's not like a tribe, right?
No, not at all.
It's a card type, not a creature type.
Exactly.
So Engineered Plague is not, unless you're going to name Mir, right? I don't think it's a little slow. Deathmark irrelevant. Hymn to Torak likely irrelevant. The best cards that Chad has to bring in are Plague Rusalka and Manriku Gusari, which are only 3 cards as far as I can tell. I would take out 3 Cabal Therapies for those, and I would not be that happy.
Yeah, this seems like a really rough matchup
Yeah, that's a Vidalkin. It's not.
Yeah, I'm looking at all like the different. I'm like, all right, Arcbound Ravager.
right.
I'm just thinking, is Engineered Plague even playable? It's a beast. Like Ravager's a beast. Master of Ethereum is a Vidalkin wizard. Etch Champion is a soldier.
Engineered Plague
Memnite
is not going to do it for us.
Yeah.
Hymn to Torok, I honestly think Hymn to Torok is too slow. Right?
Yeah, I think it's too slow too.
I think it's Manrique.
He's gonna have
Plague
empty.
Rusalka.
Yeah, yeah.
3 of these 3 cards, and I think it's going to be for Cabal Therapy.
Memnite is a construct.
Construct.
Did you think it was a mirror?
Let's just look at the cards that are coming in. I think
just
3
finding
Cabal
them
Therapy
using-
for those 3. Yeah. So go look at the deck list. You tell me if you disagree.
Yeah, Rusalka, Manrique Gusari, and that's.
Adam
like,
Ritchie's got nothing I want. Nature's Claim, not good, right? Duress, whatever. Tormod's Crypt, not good. Relic of Progenitus, not
Tormod's
good.
Crypt against the zombies seems reasonable. Relic.
Maybe Relic is actually kind of good. But I mean, if I'm Adam Ritchie, I don't know if I care if the game goes that long, right? Like,
Yeah. I mean, it's basically a 1-for-1 removal spell on like a Bloodghast or a Gravecrawler.
Yeah,
or something,
that's
you know?
terrible.
Like he sacrifices it to a small pox and you're like Relic or something, or Tormod's Crypt or Nile Spellbomb. He's got 3 different options as far as his graveyard removal.
I think I would not touch my sideboard if I were Adam Ritchie.
No?
Nature's Claim I don't want, Dress I don't want.
And
Tormod's
everything
Crypt and
else is
Relic are just like,
meh.
eh.
Yeah.
Nihil Spellbomb's, eh. Mindbreak Trap, I mean, really? Mindbreak Trap? No.
Not against.
Not
this.
against zombies.
And a turn 1 Inquisition from Chad. It's
I like
interesting.
it. I think I'd take Galvanic Blast, or let's see what it.
Okay, he's got Ravager, Ornithopter, Vault,
I think
Galvanic
I'd take Galvanic
Blast.
Blast.
Great Furnace, Memnite, Glimmer Void.
Or Ravager. I mean, like, the Ravager's like 10 out of 10 power level. Galvanic Blast is like a 10 out of 10 power level in this matchup because it's 4 damage for every time it's going to be for 4. He's
Yeah.
always got Metalcraft. On turn 1, he has Metalcraft. Agree?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think. Yeah, so he's taking the Ravager here.
I can understand. It's one of those 2 cards for sure.
I think he's taking the Ravager. Maybe he's not. He moved the Ravager. I assume maybe he just was putting it up with the other creatures. So creature-wise, it's Ravager, Memnite, Ornithopter. Land-wise, he's got Glimmer Void, Vault of Whispers, and Great Furnace, and then he's got the Galvanic Blast. So
No, you know what? He can let him have the Ravager. He has Ghastly Demise.
Right, I just saw he's got double Ghastly Demise. So
It's fine.
He's
and Smallpox.
that's almost not even a
Galvanic
decision. Did he take
What?
the Ravager?
No, he took the
Why?
Ravager. Chad Bass, you should have taken the Galvanic Blast.
Yeah, I
I'm
felt like
cheering
it,
for you,
once I
Chad
saw
Bass.
once I saw the Ghastly Demises, I thought it wasn't even a tough decision.
Adam Ritchie, calm and collected.
Draws Thoughtcast.
That's so not fair. Other.
It's Legacy.
Why
The
do
whole
you-
format's not fair. It's supposed
They
to
used
be.
to let you play all these cards in block, like not even
yeah,
standard, and
Okay.
it didn't even win the Pro Tour. That's the sad part. It didn't even win the Pro Tour. All right, I think Chad Bass is probably going to go for a Smallpox here. Big game Smallpox. Big game.
Gotta say, somebody. Let me see, who was it? Matthew Wesley, if you're still watching, he said about it. It sucks being a relatively new player because you don't own any of these legacy cards. Well, Affinity, I think, is a really good,
It's a powerful deck.
very powerful, very explosive, and fairly budget legacy deck.
Did he not cast his Smallpox?
He did not. Volt Scourge
And that card's a black creature.
and a Thoughtcast.
I would have liked to see a Smallpox last turn. I mean, he would have reduced Adam Ritchie to... He actually could have put Adam Ritchie in a spot with a well-placed Smallpox where he would have lost his Glimmer Void this turn. Right? This plays Glimmer Void for his land.
Yeah, and then Ghastly Demise for the.
I mean,
Memnite.
just Ghastly Demise the Ornithopter. You have to.
It's at least going to, so. Ghastly Demise. Ornithopter. Alright.
Okay, he's going to Smallpox here, I guess. He discard Dark Ritual. Yep.
So Smallpox
So-
from Chad.
Adam Ritchie's going to discard. I think he's probably going to get rid of Glimmer Void. I would be really frightened to keep Glimmer Void if I were in this spot.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't. I mean,
you can.
you sack a creature, sack a land, discard a card, right?
Yeah.
Right. If he would have been left with nothing left, and he would have lost Glimmer Void, right? If that card was Glimmer Void, he would have just
I think
lost
it's at the end of your turn.
Okay, maybe that's it. But either way,
I really would have liked
That
the
is
Smallpox
scary.
1 turn earlier. All right. Oh, we were right. Here's Rusalka.
that's trouble for Affinity.
Rusalka.
It just says at the beginning of the end step, so it's he would have lost the Glimmer
You would have
Void.
lost it. You're right. And no Ravager. In for 1. Chad Bass on the attack. What do we got here? Sarcomancy. That's
Tell
one
us-
to read. It's basically a 2/2 token, but it's got quite a downside. It's an enchantment that puts a 2/2 token into play, but if you have no zombies, you got to take damage every turn.
And
Okay.
players, we are still taking signups for Two-Head Giant Sealed as well as Draft Open number 2. If you're interested in either of these events, come up and see me.
All right. Chad still needs 5 turns to win this game, so I think Adam is going to be able to put up some defense before then. And don't forget, he's still got that Galvanic Blast.
Yeah, which Chad let him keep. Yeah, Rusalka, not a zombie. I didn't think so, but
Dark Ritual, Manriki, Gusari. So sorry, Gusari.
put it on the zombie. Why not? That zombie destroys.
I might
equipment.
just like blast that guy in response. He doesn't have Middlecraft yet. Now he can't. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4 in? What's he doing? Blasting the zombie. Oh my god, did he really blast the zombie after it had equipment on it? Whoa. Wait,
Yeah, I'm a little confused.
I'm confused.
Yeah, that zombie should have been a 3/4.
Wait. What happened? Stop game. What happened? Stop game.
They're still-
I'm
they don't
yelling
hear
into the.
you.
They don't hear me. What happened just now?
Yeah, because that should have been a
That
3/4.
should have been a 3/4 zombie.
And Galvanic Blast.
Galvanic Blast does 2 points of damage. He did not have Metalcraft.
Wait a minute. What did he have Metalcraft? Are you sure? I mean, did he may? Wait a minute.
Wait, how many?
You need 3. So he.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
he
he
had it.
did
Never
have 3.
mind.
He did
Let
have
him go.
Galvanic Blast. I mean, he did have Galvanic
Okay,
Blast.
he had
did
it.
have Metalcraft. Okay, never mind. Yeah, that makes sense.
Sorry, watchers at home.
Hey, we're trying to make it right, and sometimes
Sometimes we yell "stop game" into the.
and just making sure he had Metalcraft. That's all. It's hard because it's not hard,
No, Thoughtcast again.
but Adam just like throws more artifacts on board. I'm like, wait, what did he have in play?
Oh man, poor little Rusalka, all by his lonesome now. Woo!
Blood gas from Chad.
He's about 2 life too high for that. But there's a Master of Ethereum, isn't there?
Where?
That guy's protected. He's right there while we were yelling "stop game."
That's
he cast
that's
it.
that's a.
I'm sorry. Whatever
Etched
the
champion.
protection from everything.
Yeah, it's a champion. Oh my gosh, Affinity is brutal.
This is fun to watch.
It
Actually,
is fun. I'm having a lot of fun watching this. These
Now
guys
there's
play-
a Master of Ethereum.
Yeah, you just saw it in his hand.
Yeah. Kapow, kapow. I want that blood gas to block so much. He can't.
I like get to the chopper.
Let's get to the chopper, man.
It's just like Arnold Schwarzenegger or something. I don't know. That's what I picture in my head. Get to the chopper. Is that it's from Predator? Okay.
Poor zombies. I think we have reached inevitability.
Yep. Especially when Thoughtcast keeps showing up and just
Yeah, I mean, the Thoughtcast-
refilling the board for Adam.
The problem is Zombies is like this fast aggro deck, but actually has to use cards to be fast aggro.
Yeah.
Like Affinity's the exact same deck, but doesn't actually have to use cards.
It's just
like
like
its cards are just naturally super fast.
They're all free.
And then he has like 1 mana, draw 2.
Yeah. Predator and Last Action Hero. He says it in both. That's awesome. Tommy Castello, thank you for the laughs.
Attack with everybody.
Yeah, so in comes Memnite, Etch Champion, Master of Ethereum, and the kitchen sink.
Yeah, I really would have taken the Galvanic Blast with that
Yeah,
Inquisition
I think
Kozilek.
that was the...
If your hand is Ghastly
biggest mistake.
Small Box,
Yeah.
yeah?
Yeah, definitely. Just take the Galvanic Blast. And like you said, it's going to be 4 every time. Of course, we forget that when we're going, wait, stop,
Wait,
it wasn't
stop the
4.
game!
Oh, wait, it is. We said
Sorry.
it was going to be 4 every time, and it actually is 4 every time. I just didn't, for some reason, I
was
didn't
thinking
remember
the
what he
4
had
the
in
damage,
play.
and I was not thinking how many artifacts there were.
yeah.
Certainly he has to have 4 artifacts.
I wanted Smallpox to be such a big game. It wasn't.
It was like a little bump in the road.
You mean like Smallpox, the card, like...
I wanted it to be a big game, yeah.
Right.
I wanted it to go boom, snap the table. Ghastly to my... I mean, can he even Ghastly the... anything? Anything?
I
mean, he
Memnites.
Memnites.
I don't know how big... That Master is 1, 2, 3, 4...
What's his
Is that a
graveyard?
9?
1, 2, 3, 4,
That
5,
Master's
6,
a 9,
it's
9
8.
or an
Yeah,
8.
so his graveyard's only an 8, it looks like.
It's an 8, 8. 4...
Attack for 3.
Oh, no, it's a 9, 9. Jeez.
Oh.
And Galvanic Blast. Wow, Affinity takes down zombies. I guess like robots are pretty invulnerable
against
to zombies. You
I guess
think
zombies want to eat brains, but
just
robots don't have any brains. They've got like programming or whatever.
Zombies are like they don't even